In Inventor exercises 4, 5, and 6, you're given two views of a drawing plus an isometric drawing of the object with a section of it cut away. When we actually draw these in Inventor, we're going to first create the part without any of the section cut away. Once you have the part drawn, you actually want to create a drawing that can be printed. We're going to use a template from the default tab. We're going to use the standard IDW for Inventor drawing. That's a standard Inventor drawing template. And we first want to start out by projecting a base view. Notice that when we chose this template, it gave us a predefined border, and this is acceptable for now. But we'll choose a base view, and we actually want to start with a top view, and your top view may not be oriented the way you want it to be. So let's do this little trick. There's a little icon down below the orientation list that allows us to change the view orientation. So let's click and change this so we're oriented at the top view. What I'm going to do is click on the top of my view cube, and then I'm going to use the arrows around the view cube to rotate it around so I'm seeing the view that I want to see in my drawing. And then I'll click Finish Custom View, the big green check mark there. Remove that dialog box out of the way, but now you can see the top view that I actually want to see. So we'll just click somewhere to position that top view. Next, we want to create a full sectional view of the top to show as the front view. So let's choose our section option up in the ribbon, and I'm going to click on the little red dotted box. I'm going to hover around the top view till I see this little red dotted box. I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to give it 2 points that line up with the center or the middle going horizontally through this top view. And then I'm going to right click and say continue, and then I'm just going to drag this sectional view down to a place where I want to view it on the sheet. Notice how Inventor knew to change the hidden lines to solid lines and put in the needed hatching for this particular sectional view, and it also created a cutting plane based on the points we showed in the top view when we were cutting through it. Okay, for the right side view I want a regular orthographic view with hidden lines, so I'm just going to use the projected option and click on the front sectional view, and then this will allow me to drag the right side view out to where I wish for it to be. And once I have it in position, I'll right click, hit create, and now I want an isometric view. So I'm going to choose the base view option again, and I'm going to play with my orientation options with the isometric selections until I find an isometric orientation that I like. And in my case, the ISO top left seems to show this object in the position that I want it to. So I'll click and place it there, and then right click and say done. And then finally, let's show a isometric sectional view. We'll use the projected option again. We'll click on the front sectional view and then drag this view up into a nice position and hit create. Upon further examining this drawing, I've noticed one slight problem with the right side view. That is, there are no hidden lines appearing, and we wanted this to be a normal orthographic view that should show hidden lines. So let's see if we can figure out the problem. Let's hover over that view till we see the little red dotted box, and then right click and choose Edit View from the options that appear. And if we look in the Drawing View dialog box here, in the bottom right corner there's an option that's checked that's for the Style from Base option. Let's uncheck that, and as soon as we uncheck that, these three different styles here to the left of it are now available. And what we want to do is choose the one on the far left, the hidden line style. So as soon as we click that and hit OK, we should now see the hidden lines in that particular view, and that's what that view should look like. You notice there was a couple other options. Let's look at those. Let's look at those using our section isometric view. So I'm going to hover over it, right click, choose the edit view option, uncheck the style from base option, and let's use the shaded option. Right now the hidden line removed option was the one that it chose by default, but let's choose the shaded option and see what we get. Okay, so you see how that option makes the view pretty much shaded. So go ahead and fix your drawing if you don't have any hidden lines in your side view, and if you want to make one of these isometric views shaded, that would be great. Okay, once we've got all of this complete, we can print this. And for now, we're not going to try to print these to scale. We're using actually a large sheet of paper that would require us to use the plotter. But when we print these, we're just going to use the best fit option for the scale. Make sure you have the correct printer selected, and of course do the preview option, and if everything looks okay, you can then click on the print button at the top of this preview display and then hit OK, and we should now have a nice print of our part with a top view, a front sectional view, a side view, and two isometric representations.